Hey everybody, welcome back to another Monty After Dark. Join the panel if you want to join the panel. Smash that like button for me, helps me out with the algorithm. We got Hippie Easter in the back. Private Breath loves the thumbnail. Thanks Jericho D for making the thumbnails as usual. Let's put a link to Jericho D's channel. In the meantime, let me add Hippie Easter. Hi there, Hippie Easter. How are you doing?
Hello, how do I sound?
You sound okay. A bit of noise in the back, but it's
Hold
okay.
on, there, I muted the TV. Sorry. Um, how are y'all doing? It's been a long time.
Yeah. I guess everybody's doing all right. Maybe some are better, some, some okay.
Yep, yep. Um, so I think it was Nader,
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that.
and I don't know how she's gonna get. I mean, her whole appearance changed instantly when her chat
Yeah,
brought it up.
exactly. As soon as she was like, "Oh shit, I was caught."
Yeah, yep. And it went downhill from there.
Exactly. All right, they're saying Hippie says voice is low, so let me put mine down to
Okay, that I've
a
never
lower
been accused
volume.
of being too low.
Right? I don't know. Are you on a new system? Because we have some noise in the back in your below. Not noise as in it's more like a static, but it's okay. Hey there, loops. Practicing Stitchcraft is asking what happened. Well, what happened was we heard a voice when she did her stream from last night on her way to Montreal. We heard a voice. It sounds very much like Nader. And some people say it's Nader. Some people say it's Nader in the car. Some people say it's Nader's voicemail, like hurry up. Or it could be anything, a voice note. Who knows? But something's going on. Hi there, celebrity juicer. Hey loops. Welcome everybody. I guess hippies, are you I guess trying to correct the audio?
No, I was just muting while I was not talking, while you were talking.
Okay. All right, no problem. So join the panel if you want to, everybody. Let's talk about this situation here. Why does she feel she needs to meet the man? I guess it kind of makes sense now, since she was really angry at me for some reason because I said Nader had that warrant, which once again he could still have a warrant because there's different types of warrants. We explained that multiple times. Well, I did multiple times in the past few days, and his next court date is October the 12th.
Right.
It was definitely that wannabe Chef Nader Lal, says Paula Dean. Yeah. Queen M says she got the Coke. No, she took out the money and we got the voice. Everything points to her being with him, right? Exactly. The nose stuff, the attitude, the voice we heard is Nader's. There's no way it's not him. In my opinion, that is. We got
I mean,
Farida. Yeah, go ahead.
to me, the thing that was the telltale to me, even before the voice, was the stopping and getting the money out of the ATM.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the only time she ever does that.
Right, because she always uses her card. The only cash
Correct.
time is when Nader needs some cash. Exactly. Exactly. All right,
Uh,
Farida. Hi there.
hey,
Hi,
Farida.
everybody. Hi, everybody.
Hey, what's up?
Not much. I have the AC on, just so let me know if I also have some noise or you guys can hear me well.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, it's funny. In the beginning, I didn't think it was him, but then I'm like, well, why would you put out of all, I think she's trying to deflect, like putting that music, especially Pearl Jam. When do we ever hear her put Pearl Jam? And then it was loud, and I think she probably also thought, reaction channels, they don't want to put music on, right? You know how usually maybe that's what she is thinking. But yeah, it's the thing with her, the telltale signs with her face. Oh my God, her face. It's so easy. She is the worst liar. It's so easy to catch her in a lie because she has that face that she does. when she's lying, and I'm sure she's like, oh my god, I better not take off my glasses, then they're really gonna know 100%. The eyes always tell you everything.
Right, right. And I guess she doesn't want to like Venmo or Cash App or whatever the money to him because then there would be a trail. Does that make sense?
Well, not just that. If
Uh,
you're gonna pay money, I'm sorry. I was gonna say if she hasn't seen him in a long time, there better be a payback. Like I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like he better come and see her if she's gonna be handing him money or something.
That makes good sense. Yeah.
yeah. The other thing, there's no Venmo or Cash App in Canada. It would only be by PayPal. Hey, Lisa, I see you. I'll add you now. You just need to turn off your camera. Hey there, Mary J. Welcome to the chat. Hey, Violet Cloud. Clueless, welcome. We got SJS. Hi there. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. You're muted.
Hi, everybody. Sorry.
Hello.
Yes. So, my thoughts. Sorry. Can you hear me? Is there an echo? Is it okay?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, good. So I think that yes, he was in the car, and I think that was the Lachine exit when he said, "Hurry up." She was merging. She was merging to get out, I think, at the Lachine exit.
Are you from the
So
Montreal area?
yeah, I live in Montreal.
Okay. The Lachine exit. Would you describe that as like the A20?
Um, I don't drive that often, but I do remember 2 days ago, I was in my friend's car and we were going somewhere, and the Lachine exit was coned off. Like there was cones everywhere,
Okay, so
and
you're
so it's
you're
under
thinking
construction.
you're thinking like if you're taking the 40 east and then you're gonna take the 13 all
Mhm,
the way to the 20 to get into Lachine.
mhm.
Okay. I actually just checked. Yeah. It's coned off. When I was just there, it was coned off.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I can see that.
And then what the hell is he saying, hurry up for? She's in a construction zone, you idiot. And she's already probably sleepless. Are you trying to cause an accident? This guy just, oh my God, I can't. I can't. Even the tone of his voice and everything, it just gets on my fucking nerves.
I just wonder if Dee Dee has been at the hospital with her mom, and so they had the condo available, and that's where they stayed.
Maybe.
Because I'm
But
not
I do
sure.
think that she was there. She was staying at Didi and Nader's, um, because she said she snuck out. You can't just sneak out of a hotel. You have to give your key back and blah, blah, blah. And he's not paying. So, yeah.
That is
That's a
a
good point, Lisa.
fair point. Yeah, I didn't really think about that aspect. Yeah, because she's definitely be the one paying. So yeah, there's no sneaking out of there.
And the other thing is I think she's out of money for the month, so I would think she had enough to pay for any kind of a hotel room. So
That's
that
true.
that's just from the basics.
Man, how do you run through $8,000, $10,000 a month? How? I mean, we see it going on in front of our eyes,
I
but
mean, I
it
would love to have
just
the opportunity. If somebody will
it
start
makes
sending me 10,000, I'll try to do it.
And
and
then she says she
like
wants to go to Egypt. Another sign to
oh
me,
my
it's like, why? Okay, you were talking about Turkey. She was talking about, like, why Egypt? I wonder if she is also trying to, just maybe his family visit. I mean, she's crazy enough.
Yeah.
She would go visit his
Yep.
family. Maybe he
Yep.
wants her to go. Who knows? Send them money, just anything to get him to like hear her out or what, she thinks it's all going to get him jealous. And then she's just so stupid. To me, it's like she says, it's just so the stuff that comes out of her mouth when she said, I'm not going to be there for the pyramids, or how normal people would
Oh my
think.
God.
What you really think, you idiot? Some parts of the world, it's illegal to have sex without marriage. If they find out anything, for the love of God, like, you really think it's just easy like that? Like, oh, where you're gonna find men and they're gonna flock to your hotel. Not every part of the world is, whatever, supposedly Cuba. How she's making up stories, but we could be watching her. That show Locked Up Abroad. We're gonna be watching. We're gonna be watching Chantel on there.
Yes.
She will finally get her TV show.
It's just crazy. And then she's like, "Oh, what? You think I'm really gonna climb the pyramids?
Yeah, it was
climb
just
the pyramids? Are you insane?
Like, for her, just
you think they actually let people climb the pyramids?
Climb the pyramids
or touch them, much less climb them.
Yeah, like you go around a circle around the pyramids from quite a distance away, actually.
Yeah, I want to see her ride a camel just because.
Oh my God, poor camel.
All right, we got Doid Cookie in the back. I'm gonna add you right now. Hippie, can you mute when you're not speaking because your static's coming through?
And then when she said, "Oh yeah, you really think that Didi would let her man go with another woman after he's claimed her? You think Didi has any choice in the matter?
Exactly.
You're the cash cow.
Exactly.
That's
Hi,
it.
guys.
That's all.
Hi,
Hey,
everyone.
Good
morning, everyone.
Good morning.
And
It is morning.
why is she going after our Ray Ray? Why? What?
What?
Yes, she was going after Ray Ray. What was it? Like maybe 2 days ago or something? She was bitching. She was calling her, all the words. And I was like, what the?
Mm-hmm.
What for?
Ray Ray hasn't did anything.
DLF.
Yeah, he
Oh my
was
God.
too.
I didn't hear any of that. I missed some
I heard
streams, I
DLF,
think.
and I would, if I had been in DLF's presence at that point,
I would have knocked him. I would have punched him out.
Because he was just plain vile.
You know what? I think they're communicating, DLF and Foodie. They say the same things around the same time about everything.
Yeah, exactly. They are.
Foodie needs to keep Ray Ray's name out of her mouth. She has no right to speak on anything about what's going on with her at all. None.
I agree. I totally agree.
Agreed.
Because Ray Ray has not said anything bad or wrong to anyone.
She does not need your bad vibes, okay? Bitch,
right.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. I mean, this is Chantel. She was, when we were watching earlier in Monty's previous stream, somebody in the chat, remember guys, somebody said something about spaghetti sauce makes them cringe. Okay, I like spaghetti sauce. I mean,
that was Korean, baked Korean.
Oh, okay. What was it again? I'm sorry.
Baked Korean, one of her little faves.
Oh, okay. And then she said she didn't like, she was rude to them. And I'm thinking, what? It's you guys' fault. You want to be in her chat, and for her to, she treats them like crap, but they still keep coming back. I don't know why they like
because they're in an abusive relationship.
Yeah, that's true, huh?
They are, what is it? Stockholm syndrome?
Yes. That's it. Stockholm
syndrome. So is Didi, so is Chantal, bro.
So I have a question.
Before you do that, Carl, Lisa, if you're doing things in the background, it actually comes through. So you need to mute your mic.
I'm sorry. I'm cleaning.
Okay. Or just mute when you're not speaking because all of that disturbs the live stream. All right, go ahead, Carl.
My question is, where was she going in the car with the loud music and you heard the male's voice? Where were they going?
I think they were going. Uh, they had probably. That's a good question, Carl, because I can't see them going out to eat or going and picking up food and then going back to the condo.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah, you're on to something. Didn't Badass say earlier that she thought it was a voicemail, and maybe that's what it was his voicemail telling her to hurry up and get there.
Maybe. But how was it a voicemail and she was using her phone to record the road?
Another good point. This is
Doesn't
all
she
getting.
have more than one phone? I'm sorry to meet that, but I think right? Doesn't she? One time she had a couple of phones out or something. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but I
No,
could.
that could be right. You might be right. She might have more than one phone.
I mean, her line is maybe that's why her bill is like $2,000. She's because she has all these. I don't know. She's
I don't know about that because I have like 8 lines
yeah. I
and
have five. I have that
I
much.
don't pay near no $2,000 for that many lines unless someone is calling international on a phone plan that she's paying for.
Yeah, she's probably those. Yeah.
Ah, which would be
That's what I was
Nader.
thinking. It's probably one of those, not just Nat, or a couple of those guys that barely meet her. Like just like she threw $150 at that one dude, and can you add me on your line after the first date? Sure.
My other theory with the large phone bill is that she's paying for data that she's using because her internet has been really, really bad. She's not using the Wi Fi, she's using the data, and that's why she's got such a high bill.
Well, I know here in the US, our data is, we have unlimited calling, so
Yes,
we
we have
don't
a.
we don't have to deal with
Yeah.
having to pay for data. It's no extra for that.
Yeah, depending on your plan, but if you're using the phone
Mm.
a lot, it's just easier to go unlimited instead of
Right.
obviously yeah, it's just easier that way. It's much cheaper.
I don't know. I don't know. Something's
But like
up.
I
Two
said, I
thousand
just
dollars
want
for
to see
any
her
call
on the
nowadays is
camel.
ridiculous.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. No, not that
But her
camel.
internet
Why do
has
you
been
hate
bad.
camels?
No, I love camels. I'm just saying I want to see her because she acts like it's so easy to, go around the world and bees or whatever. And but it's funny that she thinks, okay, you want to go to, she says, Egypt for the men and the food. Well, you don't have to go anywhere for that. You have you could stay where you're at and find that this, Egyptian food and men. I mean, why do you have to go there for that? It's not even, by the way, it's easier to find men where she's at than going somewhere like that for men. Then she's gonna like even Melanie, I agree with her in the chat, was saying she would get a whipping. I don't like I said, it's a lot of countries it's illegal. For instance, if I think Saudi Arabia, if you're caught stealing, your punishment, and they in front of the crowd, they do it like your punishment, cut off your hand, or they do
Right.
things like that. So Egypt, I know it's illegal. I'm not sure what's the prison or whatever, they throw you in jail. So she thinks it's like just like even being having like a relationship, the same sex relationship, that's also illegal there. So she just
Mhm.
thinks it's easy, that she's just going to go there, and um and then even in Egypt, it's a known place to be. You have to be very careful with your property, because theft, with tourism, and theft is really high. It's a known thing in Egypt. So yeah, she just thinks like going all around the world, and she just thinks it's so easy, just going to go there, find a man, and it's going to be just as simple as that.
Well, and
Hmm.
one of the things I'm most concerned about is we all see how addicted she is to, well, to the weed, but, and maybe other things as well. But some of these Muslim countries, you can't even buy a drink of alcohol. Is that
Right.
true? Like in Saudi Arabia, completely dry?
Get you even during like Ramadan. Let's just say you're not Muslim. You're not even supposed to uh eat or do anything like that in front of some. It just depends on where you are. You can't even do that. So she's like I said, she's ignorant. She doesn't know anything about anywhere.
Oh, don't worry, Farida. She's gonna wear hijab.
Oh Lord, I want to see that day.
Oh my God. Did you hear when she said that? And then
Yes.
she's like asking, "Do you think I should only do that if I'm Islamic?"
Oh
And
my
Pizza's like, yeah. She's like,
But if
So
she
fine,
sh-
wears the
I'm
hijab, she
Islamic
has to.
now.
When you wear the hijab, you have to fully cover yourself. Like you don't wear the hijab and then you're prancing around
Yeah.
in that one dress, flashing. Can you imagine her with a hijab and then she's wearing that one dress, flashing
but
people?
she don't understand that wearing that is not just fashion. It's not just, a headdress for her bald head. It has meaning behind that.
It really does, because I had a coworker who is Muslim, and she did not cover for a while, and then something happened, and she said, "I'm convicted to be covered." She said, "Do you think it's going to be a problem working here?" And I'm like, "I sure as heck hope not, because we ought to be able to do whatever we want to." And she's covered ever since. It was a spiritual, because she's a very spiritual person. It was a spiritual thing for her. It has
Right.
nothing to do with what the cloth on top of her head looks like. And
Hmm.
she has beautiful hair also, and is covering it up now. But it's because of what's in her heart.
Foodie needs to educate herself on a lot of things. She don't educate herself. She just go with the flow. And I'm sorry, we gonna hear a rage from her when Nader pisses her off again. And she's gonna tell the truth that she was in Montreal with him. Watch. It's gonna happen.
Mm. Oh yeah. Speaking of her ignorance again, she thought Hasidic Jews and Amish people were almost the same because they wear similar clothes.
Oh my God, I was listening to that and I'm like, oh my God, Hasidic Jews.
I
That's the first thing I thought when she said Amish. I'm like, nope. I'm
oh my
100%
god.
sure it's a Hasidic Jew because you see them everywhere in Montreal.
And
I almost rolled up into a fetal position at that point.
by the way, I just want to say, because Lady Lithium wrote that's not true. Non-Muslims are fine to eat during Ramadan. That's that depends where you live, because even in Egypt itself, I don't know the name of it in English. Like I just know in Arabic where it's like the religious, just like how in Saudi.
Oh, I guess we lost Farida. When she comes back, we will get
Oh,
back on
can you
conversation.
hear me now? I'm sorry. I think I
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I just
Yeah,
realized
restart
something
what you
every
were
time.
saying.
Okay, sorry about that. I'm saying, I was saying, just like when there's certain countries, and I know this for a fact, they have said it's an attack against, the religion of Islam to eat, even if you're non-Muslim, you cannot, it's forbidden to eat in public, during the month of Ramadan. Like I said, not all Muslim countries or not all places, but certain Muslim countries that are more extreme than others, you cannot do that.
All right, thank you for that. Storm922 saying the same thing in Saudi. You can't eat or drink in front of them during Ramadan. Okay. Gotta do some research into that because I have no idea about any of this. So don't ask me. You gotta ask somebody else. Hey, Ghostberg. Hey, everybody. It seems we lost somebody. Who was it? But
We
yeah.
lost Pearl.
Oh, wait, Curl Connections. Okay, I gotta give her an invite again. So she should be home anytime in the next half an hour or so, unless she stops for something. She was up rather early. I didn't really expect her to be up this early because this is the time where I can do my own thing, coordinate my work and everything, and get stuff on done before she gets on. All of a sudden, at like nine something, there is a scheduled live stream. I was like, why? Hey, Jackie.
Something's definitely up for her to be out of bed and driving around at this time in the morning. There is no other reason other than a man or food or substances for her to be up and about in the morning.
So
No
when did
chance.
that happen? That the driving? I'm just trying to see. Was it yesterday night? The one where we're talking, questioning about where the Nader thing where he said hurry up. Was that yesterday night?
It was last night.
Oh, okay. I was like really late. I'm just trying to see because she's usually disappears, and then after they're done, whatever, she then drives back. I mean, I'm sure this time she's not going to want to film anything like that. She's very well. She's not careful enough, but she knows now everybody's onto her.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I
And
truly believe she was with him.
yeah,
I'm
because
sorry.
no, sorry, Carl. I just can't believe she would sneak out of another person's house unless it was Nader and she knew he would want her to stay. I just think that's creepy weird that you would just get up from, you know, and say, and not say bye, not say nothing, and just walk out. That's just, or creep out is actually what she did. That to me would be really creepy if it's not Nader.
Now, if she was in Lachine, did she have another menage a trois with them?
My guess is that Dee Dee was with her mother, who's very ill.
All right, we can do a vote on that right now. Like what was happening last night in Montreal. Let me put up the options.
Oh my God, I was thinking that too. I was like, oh my God, are they doing it? All three of them again? Oh my God, we're
We don't want to picture that, please.
we're gonna hear about the gray meat again. We're gonna
Oh
hear about it
no.
again.
Do you think maybe
I
that Nads is on the outs with Dee Dee after that phone call from Sam's bar lounge has been dropped after her talking all that smack about him? He's obsessive, he's controlling, he's this, he's that. He's mad at Dee Dee, so now he's hooking up with Foodie, and then it's going to get back to Dee Dee, and it's like, that's what you get for talking about me.
Yeah, you're right. That's what I was
You
saying last
right.
time. I was worried for
Mm.
her. Sorry, go ahead, Pearl.
No, I wasn't talking. Go ahead.
No, I sorry, but I was saying that's the first thing that I thought of when I heard that, like, oh no, what's her punishment? Because remember when he always has a thing about punishing his women. It's so disgusting and gross. But like for instance, remember how he said on that one of the videos, the last one in Sam's Bar Lounge, when he said, oh, that was her punishment for talking bad about Dee Dee, is to go, do the act that she did. Ugh. I don't know if you guys remember that part.
Oh yeah, I remember that part for sure.
Yeah, he just has a
And
sick way of perverted way of punishing. His punishment is like something disgusting like that. Like, oh well, you're gonna go down on her because you talked about her. That's disgusting.
but what kills me is that yeah, Dee Dee talked about how he's controlling and all this and that. She knows how controlling he is. Chantel knows how controlling he is. So why are they putting up with this skeleton? He looks like Skeletor. And they just put up with this? Like, really?
Well, for Chantal, it's because he will touch her. It's because he
True.
invests his time. She can keep going back to him and he will do the things that she wants him to do. They're both getting something out of this transaction. It's not just Chantal. He gets money, she gets touched. I don't know why Dee Dee's doing it. Dee Dee's a mystery to me.
Isn't Dee Dee, like she said, or somebody was saying, she was also in the same type of relationships before? So she's, I don't know.
Yeah,
This is
she
to her
said it.
normal, maybe.
She said she was in this type of relationship before. She's had a dom before.
I'm going to step out because people still say my sound is bad. But I love the time up here in Monty. Thank you. And I'm going to be chatting in the chat. Talk later. Bye.
All right, bye,
Love you,
Hippie.
hippie.
Take
Love
care.
you, girl.
Bye.
Bye. So, do you think that the Dom is the same guy that she was being abused by? Like, getting physically abused?
Now I'm not 100% sure
What do you
about.
mean? The dom, like her previous dom, like Dee Dee's dom?
Yeah, Dee
Yeah,
Dee's
the one who's
previous
with
No,
dom.
Shushu now
Dee Dee's dom, Mike
is a
seems,
good
well,
Dom.
yeah, is a good dom.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
That's why
okay. So,
Dee Dee introduced that dom to Shushu, because of course she vetted him because they used to play originally together. Then he met Shushu and became her dom. So it seems Mike is Shushu's primary dom slash only dom from my understanding. And then Dee Dee occasionally, casually gets with them. But it seems that from Sam's Bar Lounge, Nader did not like that Dee Dee went and played with Mike and Shushu. And then he was kind of pissed at that.
but when did that happen? Because she was with him from what, mid December? No, was that November or December when she moved in?
It was December that she was there
Yeah,
for
so
weeks on end.
yeah. And then did she leave at one point? Was that
Yeah,
when she hooked
remember
up?
he moved in about like late March is when he officially moved in. So I guess Dee Dee decided to play with Mike and Shushu in between December and March.
Wasn't
And that
she
probably.
there the whole time? Didn't they
Mm,
leave together?
No,
mm,
she would come and go because she was kept on
Okay,
saying,
she would come and go, but they were still living, like she was still living at the trap because he can't be alone.
well, yeah, she would come and go regularly.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay, at that time though, was he her dom at that time when she was at the trap? Or did he become her dom once they got to Lachine?
oh, it could. There could have been cross. It could have been part of the reason why he moved into Lachine.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
So they can like do this full time all the time.
Mhm.
Mm. But
Mhm.
that whole
That's what I was thinking.
Shushu situation would really bug Nader because he wants Shushu and he can't have Shushu because Shushu don't want to do it. And Dee Dee doesn't want her to do that with Nader. And both of these women have been with Mike. That's why he has such a problem with Mike because he gets to have whatever he wants and Nader can't do it. And that drives him nuts. He hates that.
Well, that's his problem.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
his problem. He can't be mad at the previous person. I'm sorry, it's an echo in here, y'all. I'm in my living room. But
Yes, I totally agree. I love that for him. That Shushu
right.
doesn't want to
He
go
can't,
anywhere
but
near
he
him.
is. He can't, but he is because he's a nut job. He thinks everything should be his. He has the right to everything and everyone that he wants.
Oh my
Mhm.
God.
And he's going to make that happen
That's
by
crazy.
any means necessary. Yeah, he's a jerk. He's dangerous is what he is.
So I have a crazy idea. We need to challenge him to like climb, I don't know, some cliff or something, and for sure he's gonna be like, I can do it, I can do it. Yeah.
Mm. Something high with a long drop.
I'm sorry. I just
He is not gonna climb no type of cliff.
oh, he would just to prove that, oh, like it's his ego, it's his narcissism. They can't help themselves.
Oh, just say,
There's
oh,
probably
you're not a man if you don't
Yeah, if you
climb this cliff.
challenge,
yeah.
if you
There's
challenge them
probably
at anything physical, they will do it.
competitive rock
Even if
climber is also on the resume.
mm.
Oh gosh.
Hey,
Hey,
perfect. She
Cli-
perfectly
perfect.
yeah,
imperfect.
Hi guys.
climbing his
Hi.
climbing his fourth pyramid.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's too funny.
So what's going on? I kind of missed everything. So Foodie was with Nader last night. It looks like.
Sounds like.
Wow. I mean, I'm not shocked.
Right.
we
No
all
one is
knew. We all
shocked.
knew. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of crazy. Like you look at everything and you're like, you can't believe it, but you can because it is her. What she does. But then you're, on a human level, you're like, what is wrong with you? It's
And
crazy.
another thing I don't like that Chantel did recently is she came after someone's child. Like, I don't care about if you don't like the person, if you talk about the person's looks, leave the kids out of it.
Yeah, but
Like, what?
she has I think it was Natural Ginger said it yesterday. She's a bull in a china shop. She will take everything down. She doesn't care. There's no boundaries with her when she feels that she's been, you know, if she's put on the spot, if she feels she's been put down. It might be just, I don't know, like maybe she was like really bullied as a kid in school, being overweight. I have a friend who was that way in school. She was overweight and she was the meanest person ever. Like, and I got it because she was so bullied. So I don't know. It's just she is very mean. No boundaries at all.
Nothing is off limits. If she can hurt someone, she'll say whatever it takes to get a response and a reaction. So she goes deep and hard to start with, so she knows she's going to get the reaction that she wants. She doesn't start light. She goes deep and dark straight away.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. By the way, it seems Montreal's Pride Parade has been cancelled today, citing lack of
Why?
security measures.
Oh,
Security
Oh,
staffing is
wow.
lacking, so it's one of the bigger ones in Canada,
mm,
and it's not even just like a weekend; it's a whole week of Pride, and this is to
mm,
really a big send off, and to cancel it like that is unimaginable.
mm.
Oh, wow. That's scary.
Monty, I know this is a stupid question, but is the capital of Canada Ottawa?
Yes, it
Yes, it
is.
is.
Okay. Because I heard her say that and I was like, okay, is this true?
What
Are you doubting everything she says now?
Yeah, because you don't know what's
This
the
is
truth with
stupid.
her.
What do you
You
guys think
don't.
she's going to say? Like, what do you? Because I know when they asked her in the chat today, she kind of was like, "Oh, I think it was a ghost." So when she obviously didn't have anything to say. So she's going home and she's thinking. So I wonder what her excuse is going to be. Because there's no way she was at Tony's, because she says there was a bidet. She would have mentioned that last time,
Very
right?
She's
true.
just
Yeah,
going to
she would have.
gaslight.
Hmm.
She's just
Yeah.
going to gaslight. You're hearing
Yeah.
things. You're making stuff up. There
It's
wasn't
pretty.
any guy on the phone.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah.
That was a guy,
It's
and
like,
he's.
oh, it was added in by somebody because
But
he
it's
said
Yeah.
it before.
it was when
Hmm.
she was live. We all heard it when she was live.
No, she'll say it. She'll say it. She'll say it. She's like,
Yeah,
oh, the clip on Twitter. It's whatever it was messed with.
yeah, that's
She'll
what now.
go for a drive and avoid the subject altogether.
Mm-mm. But the wheels are turning right now. They are scrambling to come up with something.
I agree.
They're just going to
She's
lie.
uh
Lie, lie, lie.
she's offline so she could think of a lie to come back to her audience and tell them. But a lot of people has heard this clip.
Yeah,
And I'm sorry. It to me personally, and this is my opinion, it sounded like Nader.
it seriously
It,
did. I'm like, unequivocally, I could tell you it's him. Oh, it's him.
Mm. But let's think it through. So if it was Ned, she comes on camera tomorrow and says, "Yes, I was with Nader tomorrow." And so what? What's her chat going to do? Absolutely nothing. Nothing will change. They'll rage for a day, get over it, and we'll be back to pogos and poutine. Nothing will
Right.
change.
Right. You're right about that.
Mm.
And I could tell she was getting ready to go see Nader because she was in such a great mood and playing music and just having a good old time. Chantel is not like that on a daily basis unless she is on wheelchairs. Like she gets in a different type of mood when it comes to Nader.
Yeah, it was weird because yesterday when she was on first, she was miserable. You know, whenever she's not high, she's miserable. She's mean, she's angry. And then she was like, she went away and she said, I have to go back to bed. And then she came back the second time and she was just completely different. And I was like, I was thinking, well, maybe she's on something, maybe she took something. But then it was like, well, yeah, I think it was Natter now. I think that's what changed her mood.
Oh yeah, she's on the green bean fumes.
Yeah, did you guys hear what she said today? I think it was this morning in the car. She was talking about Roman, and I hope somebody clips it because I don't have a channel. It's not my thing. But if somebody clips it, and she said something like, "You better be careful. I have a large viewership, so be careful what you say because I'll put you out there." And I was like, ooh, like any man she dates needs to hear that. Like they need, because it is true. And she said it today. It was like a threat. Like if you cross me, I'm gonna get you.
But
And that,
yet I'm sorry, go ahead.
go
I
ahead.
thought you was finished. I'm sorry.
I am done.
But and yet she'll say things like that, but she's so scared something is about to come out on her on Sam's Bar Lounge. And she's always talking about, oh, if Nader put out our sex videotape, that's revenge P. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you do it? How come it's okay for you to do it, but nobody else can?
Yeah.
Narcissist hypocrite.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, that's
Mm-hmm.
right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then what's another thing that's interesting is the other night is when Queen Elshami was taken down, and I don't believe that Nader would know how to do that. I could be wrong. So I was thinking Chantal did it for him, and that's why that was like her gift was able to see Nader because she took Queen down.
Is the whole channel gone, or did they just take a video down?
No, the whole
The whole
they struck
channel.
like many videos, so the whole channel's down, which is fine because she wasn't monetized, so like she's just gonna. I think she went on Twitter or Twitch, right?
Mm,
Um,
mm.
yeah, so she's like she doesn't care, but it just was maybe Nader does know how. I don't know. I think when he did it to Monty, I think Chantal helped him out. I mean, she said that. And I just wonder if because somebody in Chantal's chat asked her, and Chantal was like, "Well, if he wasn't being performative, like he had every right to do that." And I was like, "Ah, so I think Chantal was in on that, and this might be her reward because she took that channel down. Her reward is she gets to see Nader."
But Dee
Okay.
Dee's not a dumb. Like Dee Dee's not dumb. Like she's dumb in some ways, but in other ways she's a smart, intelligent, functional person. She can sit down and read how things work. She can figure stuff out. But they've had enough time now that if they wanted to strike people, they can sit down and read it and understand it and figure out how it works. This may have just been their first attempt at striking someone and getting it to work.
Yeah, maybe.
So Chantal may not have had anything to do with it. I think Dee Dee is catching up on this YouTube stuff very, very quickly.
I agree with that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I watched Dee Dee and Nader, and I don't know if you guys. I'll probably be showing my age here. Ever watch Gilligan's Island?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have.
Dee Dee is the skipper, and Nader is Gilligan. And I'm telling you, if you go and look, like that's because the skipper was always like very serious and the smart one, and Gilligan was always flailing his arms and was always goofy, and so I see them
So
now.
does
Like,
that make Foodie Ginger or Marianne?
no, Foodie's the whale.
She's the boat.
The boat.
She's the boat that crashed on the
Yeah, she's the
island.
boat that capsized.
She's the SS Minnow.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh gosh. Oh.
Not the SS Minnow.
Doa, your YouTube channel is hilarious. It cracks me up.
Yes, it is.
The Big Turk, where you're
Oh,
like, my Big
thanks,
Turk was
guys.
$2.79. How much was yours?
I don't know what
Yes.
you mean. Yeah, I've got a few ideas coming out. So I went for a big walk yesterday and they're just like, I'm voice recording, idea for a YouTube video. La 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 la. They're just popping out of me. So
Oh,
I'm
that's
having
great.
fun, even if it's just for fun. It's good time, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But thanks
Yeah,
for
but
that.
they're funny. You're absolutely hilarious.
Thanks.
That's-
Anyway. Yeah. Mm. I'm all embarrassed now.
No, don't be. It's wonderful. We all
Yeah.
need to laugh. Like some of this,
Yeah.
it's so serious, a lot of it, like what's going on.
Mm.
And she can,
And I
Yeah.
think that's probably my way to filter it as
yeah,
well, is to like make it like to highlight the ridiculousness of her.
yeah,
Like if you put background music to anything she says, it comes out sounding funny. But when you listen to it raw dog, because she's so sincere, it's horrible. But if you put the right sound effects over anything, you can make it funny and light. So it's good.
yeah.
Yeah.
And there's
Yeah.
so many times where I'll watch her and I'll just, because she's so infuriating, and I have to turn her off because when it's not fun, like I'm not gonna watch you. Like,
Yeah.
I want to have fun, and like when she was, um, well, when she gets too high, it's not fun either because then she's just laughing, and I'm like, this isn't funny,
No.
But
But
yeah,
she thinks it's all entertainment. She thinks she is a circus. She is a carnival. She is a good time. It's like, no, people are watching because it's so off center from normal. That's why people watch, not because it's a good time.
yeah. Did anybody see
Yeah.
the clip? And I don't know who it was. Maybe somebody in the chat knows. It's a short that somebody did, and it was Foodie recently, and it's Foodie walking down her stairs. And it was like really sad because she was
Mm,
taking one step at a time, going down, like going down. And I'm
mm,
like, oh wow. I mean, we knew it was bad when I saw, because I don't think she knew she was being recorded, because it was, the camera's in her room on her computer. And you know how the camera
mm.
follows her, and she was going down the stairs and it was one step at a time. And you
Yeah.
really see,
Be-
yeah,
because she don't want to tumble down.
yeah, I know.
Well, as a person who was a similar size to Foodie about a year and a half ago, the reason that is because I used to go down steps like that. Now
Yeah,
I run up and down stairs.
And
I'm
he
fine.
had her
I've
feet
lost
for
a
a
whole
long
bunch of weight
time.
now. The reason that is because you can't see your feet. You don't know where you're stepping.
okay.
Your hips and your ankles kill because you're putting all the weight on one foot. You're unsure. She uses the handrail. I'm sure I haven't seen the footage, but I'm pretty sure she's
She
using
did.
that handrail for
Yeah,
every step.
she did.
And her weight is all centered and towards. If she gets too much momentum going, she will go over the steps. So it's all because her physicality, everything is weight centered forward. So she's like, it's a hazard going up and down stairs. You see stairs as a
Yeah.
fatty like that, and you're like, shit.
Yeah,
Is
and
there an
all her
elevator?
weight is in the
Is there an
front.
escalator? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
And
That's
Oh,
why she walks
it's
like that.
crazy
It's
because
dangerous.
when you're that big, you are off balance a lot of the times. I mean, I'm 5'3", I used to be 250, and it was like I was falling in my shower like once a week.
oh no, I'm sorry. I
So,
know that hurts.
You
yes, it's
you get
dangerous.
momentum up with the weight behind
And
you, you're
and
just gonna
especially
go.
going,
Yeah.
yes, especially going down steep stairs.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be deathly afraid. Now I just whiz down, like
Yeah.
it's nothing. But oh my God. And the way she goes up the stairs, we saw her, she goes like on all fours. Like she puts her hands down to
Like a
climb it.
like a toddler.
Like a toddler.
Really? I've not
Yeah,
seen her
that's
go
why
up
she
the
can't
stairs like
that's
that.
why
That's
she
amazing.
can't that's why she can't carry things up the stairs.
Oh. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
Oh yeah, that's
Can I say one thing? Lynn Smith's right. I just checked. Aunt Phyllis is still in Jamaica. Posted 2 hours ago. Clearly is a tropical warm climate, because I see the bouncing of the shoreline of water at the shoreline. Plus, she's at a pool. Yeah, Aunt Phyllis is still in Jamaica. Says she lives in Savannah Lamar. That's aka Sav. That's just southwest of Montego Bay, kind of like Westmoreland. Savannah. Yeah, Sav is in Westmoreland. So she was lying. It's confirmed.
Oh, and
So
Phyllis is going to be in trouble.
so
2 hours ago, she posted that. She's posting big beach pictures from freaking Jamaica 2 hours ago.
I
Two
love
hours
that.
ago.
so is Foodie claiming that her aunt that lives in Jamaica flew to Toronto, then flew to Ottawa, and then flew back to Jamaica in like a span of 5 days?
Right? Like, make it make sense. Like, I'm literally
For one
looking at
day.
the
For one
Jamaican
day
pictures
in
right
Toronto.
here.
Okay. Oh God.
Oh boy.
Oh my God. This is harder than to track than Days of Our Lives. It's too
Right?
hard. I swear the soaps on TV are way less complicated than all of this shenanigans. And this is just one person.
Hmm. Yeah, please make it make sense.
Oh, just the lying. She just lies about everything, you know.
So, what was her point of going to the airport then? What was her point of sitting at the airport if
She
her
was
aunt
going to
wasn't coming in?
Montreal. That's why she was going to Montreal. I don't know what they were trying to figure out. Maybe he was going to show up to court and then they decided not to, but it had to do something with Nader and his court case.
Yeah, because she was like really confused that morning. She was so confused.
Yeah.
Like you could see in her face, she was almost shocked. Like she's like, no, his lawyer went. So, and then that's when she was calling you a liar, Monty. So you could
Right.
tell she was like, yeah, there was too much emotion involved in it for her to even. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't even understand why is she even involving herself with that? I thought she was over Nader. I thought she was dating. So why is she coming to attack you, talking about you a liar?
Because she's an idiot.
If I'm over somebody and I'm not with them, whatever they got going on, I don't care.
But
But
she's
she's very
She's a
invested.
stalker. She can't let it go. Her brain will
Mm-mm.
not turn off. Her brain is looping. Everything to do with boys, men, and food, her brain just attaches and just loops over and over and over again. She has no other stimulation to create new thoughts and ideas because that's all she does. Her brain is wired incorrectly now. The drugs and her mental health and her trauma and her lifestyle, she's not living on a loop. She is living Groundhog Day because her brain is working that way. This is like the lead up to a mental health incident. Something is going to snap and break. She's going to break from reality at some point because your brain cannot work on a loop like that forever. It just can't.
And it was so coincidental last night that she got offline and you saw Nader cooking. He was cooking poop on a stick, and he hurry up and cooked that, ate, and got offline. Y'all know Nader do like 15-hour lives. Oh, all of a sudden I got a party to go to. Did you see the clothes he was wearing? Nobody goes to a party looking like that.
Well, Nader does have unique style.
Okay.
Right. Okay, so let me play this video. This is clearly Jamaica. Look at this area right here. You see the waves.
Yeah.
Let's play. This is from 2 hours ago, as per Aunt Phyllis. Here we go.
Okay.
No.
Cool. Yes.
No, wait, no. Wait.
Oh, I got that one too. Birds taking a dip in the pool.
There's one coming.
Birdie, 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 birdie. Oh, I'm still recording.
There's one.
Cool.
All right, so Aunt Phyllis is still in Jamaica. Like, she's a liar. I guess she didn't think this far through that maybe Aunt Phyllis likes to post pictures and videos, like making make sense.
You know, shout out to Aunt Phyllis. She is living the life.
Yeah, paradise. It looks like anyway.
Yeah, because Aunt Phyllis has issues like health issues, health problems, right? So good for her.
Yeah, exactly.
Do we think
Could this
maybe
could this
Phyllis
be
is
old
throwing some
footage?
shade?
I mean, it could be old footage, but the problem is
Mm.
she's repeatedly posting pictures and videos from 2 hours ago. It could,
I
like,
don't think
even
it's
if you look,
old.
yeah, if you look back at her timeline from 22 hours ago, still in Jamaica, talking about Jamaica Independence Day. It's just like all these photos and videos. She's still there. She never left. Foodie Beauty is just lying as she usually does.
All you can
It's
do is
just-
shake your head at her. Like,
I'm just so glad she doesn't work for the Secret Service or the FBI or the CIA or something, because she's really, really, really bad at this stuff. Really bad. Like, kids lie better than this.
Yes.
Well, we'll know
Right?
we'll know because you know she's watching this, so we'll know because she'll go on stream and she'll start raging, which will tell us that that she's lying because she rages at anybody that tells or shows the truth. So we'll know.
Oh.
This will be her next
She's-
rage.
She's
She
just
can't handle the truth.
She can't handle the truth.
Right.
God, somebody's got to do a clip or something like that saying that. She can't handle the truth. No, she just. But the truth is subjective, guys, right? Remember? There's more than one side to the truth, apparently.
Well, she doesn't know
And
the
Foodie's got hers and we've
difference.
got ours.
She doesn't know the difference between subjective and objective. I've heard her chat tell her that,
No, she
and
doesn't.
she's like, no,
Yeah.
she thinks objective is when it's something you think, and subjective is like, her chat has tried to tell her, and it's pointless because she'll always say like, I'm objectively prettier. No, you can't objectively be prettier than somebody. Pretty is like, it's an opinion. It's what you feel. You can't prove that somebody's prettier than somebody else. That's
It's directed at the subject of conversation.
Yeah.
Objective is the world view. It's like you can quantify it.
Yeah.
Subjective is the subject is different for every person looking at that specific thing. But she actually probably thinks objectively she is prettier. Like, she probably means it in that way.
Well, that's crazy.
you
Because
have to-
Yes. Didn't she say I'm like
I'm the prettiest one.
10% prettier or something? Or
No, she's in the top
She's
10%.
90%.
oh yeah, she's in the
pretty.
top 10. Right.
She's in the top
Yeah.
10%. Yeah. Of all of you.
She's
I
90%.
almost. Oh my god! I almost spit out my
She's in the
drink when
top
she said that.
10% women in the world, not just the internet, the world. She's in the top 10%. Forget the Victoria's Secret models. Forget the Kardashians. We have Foodie Beauty.
And especially Monty's panel. The women on Monty's panel are ugly,
We are the
old.
ugliest.
We're ugly and
uggos.
old.
We are in the bottom 2%. The bottom 2% of all the internet is us.
Right.
Yeah.
And guess
Okay,
what? It doesn't
Chantel.
even like and I'm sure you ladies feel the same way. It doesn't even whatever. Like, guess who I care about? My kids and my husband and my family. Anybody else? Like, you don't think I'm pretty? Oh well.
Yeah. I would give up my
Exactly.
job, my husband, my kids, my mental health, my
Right.
physical health to be as pretty as Foodie.
Yeah. Yeah,
Give
she
it
wants
all
to,
up tomorrow.
yeah, she wants to make fun of our voices and well, yeah, okay, whatever. Guess who loves my voice? My children. Guess who, you know what I mean? Like I don't care.
Right.
You know, whatever.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. And we're all apparently dumb too. We're dumb.
Yeah.
And of course she's watching Foodie. Let me tell you something, ma'am. I've been with the same man for 22 years and I've been married 18 years. Can you say the same?
No, she cannot.
She can't even get one to be with her for 18 hours. Let alone 18 years married.
Yeah.
I'm back here dying when you said 18 hours. I had to mute myself because I hollered.
All right, somebody wants to hear the audio again, I guess, from when we heard the voice. So I'll play this one.
Yeah, I
last
have not
time.
heard it yet. I'd love to hear that.
Okay, so here we go. You hear that? Here it goes again. So that is the audio that everyone's talking about. So there you go.
So was he in
Who
the
else?
car?
No, was it a phone call or in the
I
car?
don't know.
Some people are saying he was in the car. Other people are saying it's like a voice note, voice message.
Mm. But who else in her life would speak to her that way? None of her new dates would be talking to her like that, right? Because she doesn't put up with that now.
It would, yeah, that's a good point too. So even if it's not Nader, and it is the guy that you claim to see, that's a red flag too. That's a red flag too. Because guess what? If I was going to see anybody and they called me and said, hurry up, guess what? I'd be turning the car back home and saying, you don't get to see me today. You know what I mean? So you're right.
Unless it's like, hurry up, I can't wait to see you. I've been waiting all day.
Yeah, but it sounded annoyed, like hurry up.
It did. Yeah, hurry up.
He's always annoyed.
Yeah.
That's his tone. That's
It
how he
sounds like him.
speaks.
It does sound like him.
It sounds that exactly like him. It is him.
And if it's not him and it's someone else, she's with another dipshit.
Yep.
And then, but does she have more than one phone? She must.
Well, he's got one. Hasn't he got
From
like
we
two
know,
phones?
he has multiple phones. She gave him her second phone. So from as far as my understanding, she doesn't have a second phone, even though she supposedly allegedly ordered a second phone over December, January times, but we have no idea whatever happened to that phone. Kind of like how we have no idea whatever happened to that 55-inch TV.
To that TV. I know what
Yeah,
happened.
that got delivered. Right? It's
Yeah,
an easy
it was a
play if you do it
super
once. And then,
scam.
yeah, it's an easy play
Yeah.
with Amazon. You do it once, say the TV was stolen. Well, you pocket the profit off selling the TV.
Well, did you hear even the
Allegedly.
TV that she sold? Remember, this was a couple months ago, and her TV in her bedroom was gone, and she claimed that she sold it to a man with
Oh
kids.
yeah,
Well, then
father of two.
yeah, but recently she was driving and she passed a pawn shop, and she said, "Oh, that's where I sold my TV." So even that whole story was a lie.
Maybe that's where they pawned the 55-inch.
Probably, yeah, or yeah, maybe that's what she meant.
Yeah, well, was this in when she was driving in Ottawa?
Yeah, she was
Oh,
like,
okay. Then
yeah.
that does make sense. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and she made a comment like, "That's a pawn shop. That's where I pawned the TV." And everybody was like, "Wait, I thought you sold your TV." But you're right. That could be the TV that never showed up that she pawned it there. Because she said something like, "You can pawn like in the middle of the night. It was open. It was like a pawn shop that's open all the time."
that tells you a lot, doesn't it?
Wow, yeah. Like a thief in the night.
Yeah.
I know,
Might as well pawn your cut copper off people's houses at the same time in the middle of the night.
So basically, she scammed Amazon, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's say allegedly.
Allegedly, okay.
And then she did
Just like allegedly she scams Uber Eats.
But she did go to the ATM too. Yes, like yesterday before the drive, she stopped at the ATM, which is another big sign that
Mm-hmm.
she sees Nader. She has to get the cash
Yep.
out for him.
Yep.
Crazy. Like,
That is
Curl, I'm like
crazy.
you. I'm surprised, but I'm not. I'm like in disbelief, but I'm not. Like, there's part of me
Mm-hmm.
that's like, I can't believe it. But then I'm like, well, with Foodie, yeah, I can believe it.
Right.
Insane.
And then she's so predictable. Like she you could predict everything she does. And I think that's what make her mad, especially with the reaction channels. Because they've already got her figured out and she hates that. She can deny it all she wants, but
Yeah.
all the reaction channels basically have her figured out. And she can't figure out nobody. Like when she tried to figure out who garlic bread was and had the wrong person. Like Chantel.
Oh, I mean, let's be honest. She really believed that Nader and Dee Dee weren't sleeping together until
Right?
recently. Like, I'm like,
Yes.
oh,
Oh my goodness.
how are you that naive and that stupid? How? You could see
So
like a 20-year-old, right? They're young. But 38 and come on.
so he has a woman stand over at his house for weeks at a time. And you mean to tell me that he's not sleeping with her? She is so crazy. Then he moves in with the same lady, but you still don't think they're sleeping together. Oh my goodness. Like, that's the kind of people you just want to smack and be like, wake up.
Yeah, I know it's crazy.
Right?
Like,
Like, I seriously think the same way. I'm like, somebody just needs to smack the crap out of her, but that's not right either. But like,
right.
what? Like, how does she come to? How is she going to evolve as a human being? That's what I want to know.
And I'll say this also. She better get that Kia fixed. Because all them
Yes.
trips she keeps making back and forth to Montreal, that Kia is gonna give out on her.
But Curl, I want to see that. No, don't get I don't want her to get it fixed. I want to be there. It's like
Yes.
I'm waiting for the Kia to go, and
I
I'm
want
waiting
it
for
to
her.
happen during a live stream.
Yes, and I'm waiting for a tooth to fall out in live stream. These are the things that I
No.
Mm,
am waiting for.
mm. I'm
I'm
waiting for the
evil
Kia.
in
I'm waiting for
bed.
the Kia rage, the Kia breakdown rage on the way to see Nader. It breaks down. She has to
Yes.
pull over. She's got a flat tire as well. The phone internet won't hook up. She can't get roadside assistance. I just want to see the
Yes.
meltdown.
In the middle
I
of
want to
the
see it.
highway so that it's
Oh,
Sûreté du Québec who stop her because
and
that's
all the
what
cars are
happened.
beeping and honking at her, and people are yelling, "Get out of the way, you
And she's going to have an
crazy
anxiety attack,
man!"
right?
Oh, yeah, yep.
And do
It'll be
you think
great.
Nader and Didi gonna send her Uber? I think not.
Uh, He'll probably laugh along
Nope.
with us.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Nader and Didi gonna
crazy.
be live and they gonna be laughing with us. They gonna be having her up on the screen
That is
sniping.
your karma. That is your karma for all the things you say about me. Your karma.
I love your accent. I love your accent. I die.
All right, I guess that is that it. I think we've discussed
Yep.
everything. We're gonna see what kind of reaction she has, what kind of mood she has when she's home. She should be home any moment now. Maybe she is already. Maybe she's watching this panel right now, ready to discuss us as she usually does.
I before we leave, I do have one question for you, Monty. I had caught a snippet of your live from last night because I ended up going to bed. So I only seen a little bit of it, but I did see the rest of it today. What went on in that live last night? What was going on?
In which live? What do you mean?
The It was a lady on panel and she was kind of loud and belligerent.
You mean from MAD?
Yeah,
I'd have to look back at that, but
and she said she was drunk.
oh, okay. Yeah, it seems, you know what, with panels, not all of them will go well because there's people who are gonna come on, they drink, or people are
Hmm.
angry, or people say, things that you shouldn't really be saying on a panel. I think that was from a while back, but there's just a lot of things people do. So we need to make sure we're all respectful. We don't talk over each other. We don't trauma dump on panel and
Right,
things like that. So there's certain things that people should do and should not do on a panel because there's etiquette.
right.
Hmm.
I agree with you.
And another thing, I
Well,
don't know who keeps saying YTR and using the R word, but that's going out there. Alyssa El Shami is a piece of shit that keeps saying these things about people that aren't true. And I don't like that level of trolling because it's actually very dark, where she'll just make shit up about you, that you are a racist, or you're
yeah.
asking certain people for pictures. I'm like, you're just saying shit out there. And the problem with this community is a lot of people will just take that as fact, and you can't do that. So that's the
Alyssa,
level of
Alyssa,
trolling that is not okay.
Alyssa was in Skinny Queen's live yesterday. We were just like chatting and just having a conversation, and she kept asking us to address um what's her name? I can't think of her name. She usually
Okay,
she used
so
to
one
always
thing
be on
is
our panel.
YTR is not a racist. Okay, so stop saying that. Stop
No.
stop saying that Buddha bitch is a
Yes,
racist as
Buddha
well, because
bitch.
Buddha
Jeez.
bitch talks to me and she's not a racist. Okay, so stop saying that shit
Yeah, she would
because
kept
that's not
saying
true.
address Buddha bitch. She was racist against Roman. Like I don't
As,
know
as
nothing about
that is
that.
bullshit.
So
If you see that shit, just ignore that jackass Alicia El Shami. Well, there are multiple sock accounts going around just making shit up on people.
And yet Chantal can say the most racist, ignorant things, and her chat's like, yeah, go for it, Foodie. And Nader is like, oh, just another level. And yet they're targeting people that have never said anything racist or acted in a racist way at all. So figure it out, guys.
Right, exactly.
right.
So, just be on the lookout. Be aware that we should always fact check rather than just taking shit,
Mm.
that people say by their word, because
Hmm.
there are people who hear that troll, and I don't mind the trolling where you're poking fun of people's past mistakes or certain inconsistencies, but then there's the dark type of trolling where you just make shit up to
Mm.
fuck
Right.
around with people, and that is not okay. But anyways, let's end it off
Mm.
here.
Mm.
Once again, Buddha and YTR are not racist. Don't let that get into your head. The other thing is these trolls will congregate like a funnel
Hmm.
to new up and coming channels. So you'll see certain types of names in channels that I've banned because they're doing somebody's eating and not muting. All right. There's certain type of channels that are up and new and coming, but what's happening is that names that have been banned from one or multiple of my channels are congregating there and then saying a lot of things about myself and other people which are just not true. So there's that as well. So please be aware, there's a lot of people talking a lot of shit about even people on this panel right now. Like how's it going for you, do I Cookie, with your channel? People just starting to shit talk you now, or what's up with that?
To be honest, no, not really. I've had a few people like saying, "Oh, you can't say this about Foodie," and blah 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 blah. You're mean. I've had a couple of those, but
Okay.
mostly it's been mostly positive. I'm waiting for it to start funneling in. I'm still really small of
Yeah,
it.
it is gonna start funneling in
Yeah, and
once you
I'm
get
just like,
bigger and
nah,
bigger. So just be aware that people are gonna
yeah.
start shit talking you, saying stupid shit about you, making shit up as just part of the dark side of the community, as you could say. But anyways,
They
just be
can
aware,
look
everybody.
they could look under every rock. I am so dull and so boring, and my social media is so lackluster they're going to be scratching their ass for years looking for stuff on me. There is nothing to be found.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, everybody, thank you for being on panel. Curl Connections, Perfectly Imperfect, Dwight, Cookie, Lisa. Who else do we have here? Farida was here early. Thank you so much. We'll post links to their channels, of course. And we'll see everybody maybe in an hour or 2 or 3.
Yep.
Okay,
All right.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Monty.
everybody.
You're
Bye,
Bye,
welcome.
guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.